crikey, I appear to be recording. Let me just check that there's words. Oh, there's words. Marvellous. Okay, so here I am in front of Unreal Engine. I don't think there's anyone in my channel. That happens. Okay, so... Right, let's see. What the hell am I doing? Oh yes, HDRIs. Right, so what I need to do is I need to import a HDRI because a rather nice chap called Darren's been having problems with those. So I'm going to go to my downloads and I should have my Forest Slope 1K because I just downloaded a very small HDRI. I'm going to be here forever. So importing takes a little while. You've got to import it, okay? So if it's not imported, it doesn't do this. I can't just stick it inside of my content folder. So if I do that, I'll just open my folder here and I'll stick it in Assets. So here's Forest Slope there, Control C, and I'm going to go to my users, Pineapple Chris, that's me, documents, and Unreal Projects, and I think this is like Friday 2. Yeah, Friday 2. There we go. Content. Now I should see my Forest Slope here, which is a U asset. Let's just copy straight in though, Forest Slope 1K. Okay, so imagine we've just dumped that into our scene. Click Import. So if I dump that in, it'll ask me to import it still. So here's our Forest Slope 1K now. Now I want to stick this on as a background, so I'm going to have this, it's a HDR format. I'm looking at your one. I mean, Epic Courtyard also seems to be okay, strangely enough. I don't have your Charles XI HDRI 4K, which I imagine is huge, but such is life. Anyway, what I want to do is go over here to my, let me see, this tag here, because I want to get my engine content. And I want to get a sky dome, so find a dome, okay, find some sky, there. Blueprint sky sphere, that'll probably do. Drag that to there. Right, I've got 2 sky domes now, so I'll get rid of one of them. There we are. And here's my other sky dome. Now, let's have a look. I want a background for this sky sphere. So I just want the actual sphere, I don't want the blueprint. I'll get rid of that as well. Do I not have a sphere that I can use? Well, there's BP Sky Sphere, Editor Sky Sphere. There we are, there's a static mesh. Just drag that up to there. So now for the actual static mesh itself, let's check that I can use that. So I'm just going to clear my filters. And yeah, it wants an actual material in that rather than using this. So let me see, right click. Actually just click on this, right click, create material, and then drag that into there. And now I can come up here and have a wee looky see, because it's busy compiling at the moment. So I'll just Control S. Error. So UVW input required. So I need a cube map as my texture sample. So in here I'm just going to type cube map and interior cube map. I don't really want an interior cube map because that's for parallax. UV to longitude and latitude. Yeah, let's try that. Now it needs a UV to go into it. So let me see. Wow, this is interesting. Getting some interesting issues with this one. I think it would probably be easier using it with the HDRI tool, so no, go away. Okay, let's try the HDRI tool instead. This is just advanced tinkering, by the way, so don't worry that everything's going all weird and wrong. That's if this ever works again. Right. Wow, this thing's gone mega laggy. New level. Default. Don't save. Hopefully this will be a little bit faster. Wow, it really isn't. It looks like my Unreal Engine is crashing badly over here. Very peculiar. Strange. Oh, there. It seems to be back to normal again now. Okay, so if I go over to my engine content and see what we've got here, well, there's our desert outer, which is our texture cube. There's our desert outer HDR map. Let's go up here to my edit project settings. This gives me a chance just to like see what I'm getting wrong here. Okay, edit plugins. Come down to built-in HDR. Right, here's HDRI backdrop, and I'm going to restart. Give it a minute or two. Yeah, that's what you're using as well, isn't it? HDRI backdrop. Now, let's see. Your Charles II HDR 4K. I mean, I'm assuming that's a standard HDR format file. I'll just check. I'm going to type in channel. I'll just close this down. And why? Oh, God almighty, where's my Unreal Engine going? All my windows have gone cray-cray. So it should be a HDR file. Okay, fingers crossed, eh? Oh, why are my bloody windows doing this? It's driving me crazy. Okay, whilst you're doing that, I'm just going to go to File, New Level, pick up a default, and I'm going to get rid of this background, and instead I want a HDRI backdrop content, blueprints, HDRI backdrop. There we go, just drag that onto there, and just slightly underneath. There we are. That would explain it. So it wasn't the actual type HDRI file. I'm going to go back to content here anyway, and just put forest slope into there. There we go, and that's how I get my forest slope working. Let's move my projection center a bit lower. There we are. Right, so let me check. So over here in our cube map expects, well, let's see, texture cubes. Right, so you can set most formats to be a texture cube. I'll just find a link for texture cubes. So let me see. Unreal Engine for texture cube. Here we are, cube maps. There we go, but that's kind of how you get it working anyway. Also, hello people in chat. Gosh, 6 of you. It's almost like I'm popular. Okay, I'm going to stop the stream now, but what I've just been discussing with Darren is that basically if we want the HDRI backdrop to work natively, we should really just drag in a HDR file, which is what this is. Okay, this is Forest Slope 1K file. It's just a simple HDR. Now, the problem Darren had is that his file isn't a HDR format, so it needs to be basically encased in a material thing, and that will sort the problem out pretty much straight away. So the link for that is just over here. Okay, so if I get Cube Maps Unreal Engine, why are none of my windows working today? It's like they don't want to be dragged, they don't want to be clicked on, they don't want anything. Honestly, I'm starting to wonder if there's a conspiracy. That's what it is, it's conspiracy. Or maybe Chrome's just overloaded and a piece of junk. I think that's more likely. Okay, I'm going to stop streaming now anyway, and just do a quick Google search on CubeMap Unreal Engine 4 material, and you'll find how to just set that up that way. And I'll see you later on.